Well, Martin Moya went deep into the night. What about Martin Johansson? It all happens tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time on USA. But right now, we've got terrific men's doubles semifinals for you. Ellis Ferreira, Rick Leach, the 4th-seeded team, taking on Wayne Ferreira and Yevgeny Kafelnikov, the 8th-seeded team. And right now, our doubles team of Bill McAtee and Pat Cash take over.
All right, Bill, thank you very much. That was great seeing Todd Martin. He kind of created his own one-man mosh pit out here the other night.
That Limp Bizkit, the music playing in that promo.
Men's doubles here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Ellis Ferreira, South African, who now lives in Atlanta, and Rick Leach, longtime doubles specialist. Wayne Ferreira and Yevgeny Kafelnikov. And Ferreira Leach up 3-1. This is going to get a little confusing before we're all done. Kafelnikov serving. There's Wayne Ferreira with the winner. They are not related.
Both South African, but it's just a coincidence. Or is there such a thing? Let's not get into that today. Rick Leach is playing his last year on the circuit, from what I've been told. And there he is. Incredibly successful mixed doubles and doubles player. I actually played him in Junior Wimbledon final. There you go, back in 82, I think, won. 40-15. And the doubles.
Well, we were talking earlier about Nicholas Kiefer and the fact that he was a U.S. Open Junior Boys champion, and that only one man had gone on to win the main draw, former boys champion, and that was Stefan Edberg. But the year before Stefan Edberg won, a guy named Pat Cash was the boys champion here in New York.
It's a weak year that year.
3-2 in the first set, men's doubles at the Open. Welcome back to the 2000 U.S. Open on USA. Ellis Ferreira and Rick Leach up a break at 3-2 as they serve in the first set.
It's unusual to see two left-handers playing together there. The two guys have done incredibly well considering they just got out of bed.
I like those shorts.
Add a bit of colour, absolutely fantastic. Ferreira, fantastic serve, left-handed serve here.
These two won the Australian Open doubles together. Ferreira and Leach. There they are. I don't know if they wore those shorts there, but certainly one would think that would be acceptable.
Yeah, anything in Australia is acceptable.
Well, beautiful return right at the feet of Ellis Ferreira.
Well, Wayne Ferreira, backhand return is fantastic. Now, when he came on the circuit back a few years ago, people were looking at him to perhaps be a Grand Slam winner. And he sort of came on the scene by giving Boris Becker a real hard time at Wimbledon.
Well, so we're back on serve. 3-all.
Kafelnikov, even though he's having his worst year for a long time in singles, he's consistently doing well in doubles. Again, he won French Open in singles and doubles one year, and that's a great effort. I mean, the fitness you have to, not only you have to play on the clay courts for 3 or 4 hours hitting the ball back, but he's then backs it up by walking out and winning the doubles as well.
There's Yevgeny, 26 now. Do you think all of the play that he's put in has caught up with him, though, a bit?
I tend to think so.
Can you play too much?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I think most of the guys do play too much. Not good enough.
Surprised Yevgeny right at the body.
Wayne Ferreira tried to go in to dink it right across court, across the net, down to Ellis's volley, but that wasn't good enough. I'm getting a bit confused myself with all the Ferreiras. We'll call this one Ellis. Another one Wayne. How's that?
Ellis from Wayne.
Oh, good poach.
40-15.
The secret of poaching is to move exactly the right time. A fraction too early and the returner will spot it. A fraction too late and you won't get there. It's generally speaking just as the guy has committed his swing through.
Wayne tried to stay with that. But 40-30 now.
Whoa, miss it.
That may be the worst serve I've ever seen. I mean, not only did it miss the lines, it almost missed the entire course.
And what happens in the players? He's only played have won both the boys and men's. Well, we just talked about that.
Yeah, we
Not
did.
much very-
We want to put it up there just in
I
case
know the
people are
answer.
just joining us.
Oh, there we go. That was something new. Well, what happens quite often when the players go for a big, heavily kick second serve, the spinner well, he certainly put himself off.
Firmly in control of the game, and suddenly break point.
Could be the sun up there. You'd have a little look up. Marat Safin said it's quite breezy down there. The wind swirling around. Oh,
Kafelnikov poaching. The break for Ferreira and Leach. Pacific right here on USA.
in the sun. Oh, great pick up though.
So that's a nice recovery from Ellis Ferreira. Wow.
30-11.
Well, I saw the singles players have a bit of trouble there in the sun. Not sure if he heard the call from his partner or the sun was in his eyes. But what a pickup. That's a great effort to actually control the ball and hit it well.
Rick Leach serving. His partner Ellis Ferreira against Yevgeny Kafelnikov and Wayne Ferreira. Well, we talked to John about his doubles career. Did you enjoy playing doubles or try to avoid it?
I know. A bit of both, actually. I played a lot of doubles early on in my career, getting to a couple of Wimbledon finals and semi-final here. But I found, like Stefan Edberg did, that it just took too much out of me. I played at Wimbledon. I got through to the final of the men's doubles and semi-final against McEnroe in the singles.
40-15.
And I found at that stage I'd actually played a record amount of games for a Wimbledon tournament, and I was exhausted. So there I was playing my biggest match of my life against McEnroe, and I was just absolutely exhausted. So I learnt my lesson.
After that
I didn't
pull
play
back.
much, and only when it helped a lot when I was recovering from my many surgeries and injuries to play doubles and work my way back into singles. It's very much a specialist game these days. You don't have to quite cover the court. Helps to be very quick, but you don't have to have the speed of a singles player. Oh,
Leach puts it away, 5-3.
Ferreira leads lead 5-3.
well, certainly the strength of the Kafelnikov team is their returning. Both very, very well known for their returning games.
love 15.
So it's crucial for Leach and Ferreira to try and break serve, knowing that they're probably going to lose at serve at some stage during the match.
Love 15.
Wow. Great returning from the Leach team. Love 40, 3 set points. 3 great returns in a row.
15, 40.
Still double set point.
Now that's the obvious serve. The right-hander to take the left-hander out of court. But Rick Leach has the ability to be able to get a terrific angle across the court back to the server if he leaves it slightly short or not quite as wide as he would hope.
Deuce.
Now they battle back to deuce.
Kafelnikov doesn't mess around, doesn't he? He gets on with the points. He does that in his singles as well.
Left. First serve.
And that's kind of a way to beat him, is to try and slow him down. But you know, the rules are these days that the returner must be ready for the server.
Left. First serve.
Can't hold him up, saying I'm not ready. So you get different speeds of matches. Kafelnikov can serve very quickly. The game's going to be over very quickly, whether he wins them or not.
There's an ace. That's the first for Yevgeny.
Left. First serve.
With a nice serve right down the tee, but when we come back, Ellis Ferreira will have a chance to serve for the first set. Men's doubles at the 2000 U.S. Open on USA, the semifinals. Ellis Ferreira and Rick Leach serving for the first set. That's Ellis Ferreira against Wayne Ferreira and Yevgeny Kafelnikov. And Ferreira and Leach are out quickly, 30 love.
A good serve into the body. Kafelnikov team deciding to stay back, try and get the ball into play. It also cuts off the opportunity for Leach, who's at the net, to have an easy put-away volley through the net player. Well,
drops in.
30-15.
Miss hit in the wind and everything else. He's not too happy about it, but he'll take it. Thank you very much. Oh.
40-15.
Wayne Ferreira won't be too happy with that. He's got fantastic returns and passing shots, ground strokes. That was a great opportunity to get it back in. The opportunity to break, but not to be. 2 set points.
Sails long.
40-30.
You know, you look at guys like Rick Leach and Ellis Ferreira, you watch their quickness, you watch their skill at the net, and you just think, well, why haven't they been able to be better at singles? And clearly it's a different game, but you look at their just raw ability, and it is something to behold.
Game first set, Ferreira leads.
And they take the first set, 6-4. And that's the story of this doubles semifinal. Ferreira and Leach winning the first set, 6-4. Yevgeny Kafelnikov serving to start the second set.
Game Ferreira. Kafelnikov.
Change sides.
First game, second set.
Yevgeny is actually the lowest ranked doubles player among the four, and the highest is Ellis Ferreira at number 7. Rick Leach is at 8. Wayne Ferreira is 14.
We'll have a look at the. We're looking at the ranking sheets here and the tournaments played. Yeah, most of the players are playing. Well, varies between 21 and 27 tournaments. But there's some double specialists like David Adams from South Africa.
15.
Plays 35 tournaments this year. Another one, Jeff Tarango, 34 tournaments this year. And that's a lot of tennis.
Rick Leach serving.
Of course, some of the tournaments are 2 weeks. So you add that in. Plus the Olympics, Davis Cup weeks. You've got practically the whole year on the circuit. Oh, yes. Well, now we're seeing a classic
15 all.
rally there, or classic confrontation of 2 guys with the famous ground strokes against 2 guys with the famous reflexes. And that time, that was the only way to get past these guys, was to hit a credible passing shot on the line. Staying back, trying to get themselves into this game, this service point. Called for that one, Kafelnikov. That volley just skidding through. It's quite even out here on a hard court on grass. Obviously, it helps the volleyer. And on clay, it's advantageous to the 2 guys with the big ground strokes, the returners. So depending what surface you are, you could really switch around the favourites for this match.
Big overhead winner for 40-15. Give us a primer on strategy in doubles at this level. Is there a prevailing tactic?
Not really. You're trying to get the ball back to the server, which is the main thing. These guys volley so well. So I'm surprised here on the second serve that Wayne Ferreira is not in the net. Kafelnikov, see that return there. Ferreira would have had the easy volley, as it turned out. He did well with the forehand. It's really taken advantage of what you can, and you don't get too many opportunities at this level with these big serving players. See the return, you expect Kafelnikov to be hitting some good returns, and if Ferreira was at the net, he would have had the easy put-away volley. But take advantage of the second serve. Try and put the volleyer under pressure.
Again, Ferreira, Leach.
So 1 all.
1 game on.
Well, be sure to check out the official website of the U.S. Open for scores, stats, and more. www.usopen.org. Powered by IBM.
They do a great job on those websites.
They do. They had so many hits on the official website, also our USA Network website, during the first week of the Open.
I know at Wimbledon, the official website there at peak has 1 million hits a minute, which is quite incredible.
For patcash.com? Or?
That's, of course, when I'm on commentating. People go onto their computers at that stage.
15 all.
Cash is commentating. Oh, time to go mess around on the computer a bit. First serve. There's another one. Getting that first serve in is so crucial. Making the most of the second serve return when the opponent does miss the first serve. That's a risky shot. It's worked. Great defensive lob.
Oh, couldn't pull off the pickup. 40-15.
Oh, that's got to be the toughest shot. The volley lob over the guy at the net is within 5 feet of you. It's an amazing touch from Ferreira. Wayne Ferreira.
40-30.
That's probably his only weakness, that second serve, the double faults that he has produced over the years. His first serve can be pretty big at times. Very big second serve, but he just tends to throw some double faults in. Or
Again, Ferreira.
Ferreira holds. On serve in the second set, it's 2-1.
2 games to 1.
Well, it is a beautiful day in New York at the National Tennis Center, about 10 miles away from Manhattan. Rick Leach and Ellis Ferreira up a set, but on serve in the second against Wayne Ferreira and Yevgeny Kafelnikov.
40-11.
yeah, 3 early breaks in the first set. Players have settled down, got their rhythm.
It's Ellis Ferreira serving.
Oh, that'll do.
Now that's why you win some Grand Slam doubles titles. Play like that.
Davis Cup matches. Leach and Pugh, Jim Pugh, a very successful doubles team, played for the United States, winning a Davis Cup for them, winning the deciding match. 91 or 2, I can't remember now.
51.
In St. Petersburg, beating Australia in the final. That wasn't much fun. I was down there playing doubles. Wasn't much fun at all.
30-11.
Yevgeny has 3 Grand Slam doubles titles, twice sent to French. And here in 1997.
40-11.
Quickly out to 40 love. All of those playing with Daniel Vacek.
15.
Giant serving Czech player.
40-15.
Game Ferreira. Kafelnikov.
So we remain on serve in the second set at 3-2.
3 games to 2.
Bit of luck. I was going to say,
140.
knowing what Rick Leach is like, I say, I bet he makes the first serve. He makes a good first serve, wraps that around the frame. Kafelnikov floats right across in front of Ellis Ferreira for 3 break points.
One saved.
Well, I make it about 50-50 now. Certainly in doubles, in men's doubles. At 15-40 down, I reckon it's about 50-50. Chance of breaking.
So 2 break points saved. 1 remains. Three break points saved to deuce.
Well, Kafelnikov trying the lob. It's more like a drop shot. Surprising. Ferreira, Wayne Ferreira down this end has not moved up to put pressure on Leach. Kafelnikov's returns, as good as they are.
Advantage Wayne Ferreira.
Fourth break chance. Ferreira set to receive. And another saved.
Deuce.
That was a good tactic. They decided to cross. Either way, whatever happened.
Advantage Leach.
Well, it's a great second serve. Inch from the center line, sliding away, left-handed. Of course, Kafelnikov, having seen the move across, and then on the first serve, he has that in the back of his mind, or maybe they're going to go across again, like that.
Ellis Ferreira putting it away. So 4 break points saved and 3 all. Rick Leach.
Well, we talked about Rick Leach's backhand return and sliding it out wide for the left-hander. Now that's the serve that would drag him out of court, but he gets a great angle across here, and that's why he's so deadly.
Pretty handy with that telestrator.
Multi-talented.
You certainly are.
And then he does that one every once in a while.
And now it's Ferreira and Leach with 3 break chances.
He's legendary for that shot. Try and serve into the body on the forehand. You'll just go with the swing. With the swing of the serve.
Long.
Well, that's just great reflexes. Great pickup from Ferreira. Look at that angle. Getting it back across at the front of Ferreira, the other Ferreira somehow. Wayne's is his highest ranking this year in doubles. Just in June. Highest ever. Ooh, that's got to hurt. I don't know where it hit him, but he's still walking. This is part of the game, getting hit in doubles.
Still break point.
Oh, well played.
So now Ferreira and Leach up a set and a break in the second at 4-3. Well, Ferreira and Leach have an opportunity to serve this thing out. Put away by Rick Leach. There's Ellis Ferreira, originally from South Africa. Ellis now lives in Atlanta.
Oh, wow. Everything's going right at the moment. That was the perfect down the middle pass here from Kafelnikov. Got right in between them. Sticking his racket out, hitting the frame, dribbling over the net.
Game Ferreira, Leach.
Pretty good service game from Ellis Ferreira. Plays doubles at the University of Alabama. An All-American in doubles for 3 years there. So Ferreira and Leach, a game away at 5-3. Winning the first set 6-4, but losing the first point here in the 9th game of the second set.
Going to talk about the standing position for the returning team.
Wait, let me get my pen.
In 1 second, hold on. Just to the next point. You see the beautiful crossing from these two, the returning.
59.
Okay, I'm ready.
And we'll look at the standing position of Ellis Ferreira here. Now, from this position here, he can cover all this, but he also gets the chance to come over here. And that's why he'll move forward in that direction or forward in that direction to cut off any angle.
Well done.
That was a great second serve. So therefore, it virtually covers 3/4 of the court. And the reason the opponents don't go down the line is because of the angle of the return, which we talked about before, coming off Leach's backhand right across, sharp across court, is very hard. That volley is the toughest one of the whole lot.
40-50. Game Ferreira, Kafelnikov.
So when we come back,
Ferreira,
Rick Leach will have a chance to serve out the match. At stake, a spot in the men's doubles final. Rick Leach serving, 15 love, up 5-4.
Great moving from Wayne Ferreira there, seeing the opportunity. Both got players in that team there going for the ball.
Well, he pounced.
Now Rick Leach is the only man who hasn't dropped his serve in this match. This is not a time to start that trend continuing. Wow.
Kafelnikov.
15-30.
That body serve is a very, very good serve in doubles, in singles or doubles. But the problem is if you just leave it a little short, which it was about 2 feet short, it wasn't quite hard enough, the opponent can get round very easily. Trouble now for Leach.
15-30.
Not a bad miss there.
And a chance to get back in the match. Double break point.
That's what you need. Thank you very much.
And we're back on serve.
5 games all.
Well, a good game from Kafelnikov and Ferreira. They hit all the shots and had a bit of luck as well.
Playing just under 1 hour. Very entertaining match. Wayne Ferreira now will serve. Level at 5.
15-11.
The winner of this match will take on Leighton Hewitt and Max Mirny in the final. Leighton Hewitt with a chance to do something rarely accomplished these days, win in men's doubles and singles. It's been an unbelievable 2 weeks for the 19-year-old Aussie.
It's only getting better for him.
He'll play Pete Sampras in one of the men's semifinals. There is one remaining spot in the semifinal, and that will be decided tonight. Todd Martin and Thomas Johansson.
Well, I've picked, I don't know if it's just a bit of patriotism coming in, but I think Hewitt's going to go all the way. But I have given him, that's the kiss of death, though.
I was going to say, don't tell him.
Kiss of death. I said that about Rafter and Quirton as well.
.40 love.
Left. First. Game Ferreira. Kafelnikov.
So 6-5 in the second set.
Ferreira, Kafelnikov leads 6 games to 5.
Welcome back. Ellis Ferreira and Rick Leach serving to try to send this to a second set tiebreak. That's Ellis Ferreira. Ferreira and Leach winning the first set 6-4. They were up a break here in the second, but Wayne Ferreira and Evgeny Kafelnikov able to come back.
Just starting to get their range on the returns. Kafelnikov and Ferreira have been struggling up to date. We expected them to break serve at some time because of their power. That's their strength, really. Whoops.
15-40.
Well, a couple of volley areas from Ferreira, from Ellis in the last couple of games.
2 set points.
Second set.
We'll have a third set.
What a quick turnaround that was.
7 games to 5. 1 set all.
Kafelnikov and Ferreira coming back.
USA Network.
Well, a very different scene outside of Arthur Ashe Stadium than was typical in week 1 as the 2000 US Open winds down. Winding down in singles and in doubles, and here the last remaining spot in the final. Wayne Ferreira, Evgeny Kafelnikov able to pull out that second set and force a third.
Left. First serve.
It's amazing turnaround how quickly it can happen in doubles. I mean, it wasn't even 5 minutes. Serving for the match, lost his serve. The other guys held and they broke. Bam.
Happened pretty quickly in the singles match that we did a short time ago. Mark Safin and Nicholas Kiefer. One player would look to be in control and suddenly he'd lose the set. Rod Safin prevailing. Boy, he looked tough.
He did play well. Just relentless. Power, accuracy, big serving. good moving. That was a very high quality match. And Kiefer played about as well as he could possibly play. And Kiefer could have won 3 sets. He could have won in straight sets. With a bit of luck. And again, so could have Safin.
40-30. Yevgeny Kafelnikov is one guy I'll be curious about in the future, whether or not he is able to come back and consistently be a force in singles. I suspect so.
Well, he's shown that he can come back physically from big matches, big match after big match. We'll have to see whether Todd Martin is capable of doing that again this year, 1 year later. More injuries, less matches under his belt this year than any other year.
Advantage Kafelnikov.
It's a pretty good record for these two.
On the Super 9 tournament in Monte Carlo on the clay. Well, a great return against setting Leach up with their partner up for the easy put away. We'll see Ferreira, Ellis Ferreira, creeping right across.
Advantage
Ellis letting it go, and it sails just long. Break chance to start set number 3.
Great second serve.
Deuce.
Under pressure, right on the line. Down the center. To the backhand of Ellis Ferreira.
Advantage Ellis Ferreira.
Yeah, you've got to give Rick Leach credit. I mean, his highest singles ranking ever was 210. And that was back in 97. No, 87. I should say.
So the service break to start the 3rd set. Let's take a look at the men's doubles draw. Leighton Hewitt and Max Mirny winning earlier today against the Americans, Alex O'Brien and Jared Palmer. Max Mirny, who's coming up later, immediately after this match. In fact, in the mixed doubles final, he'll be teamed with Anna Kournikova, Palmer, and Sanchez Vicario.
I might have done. Did I say Rick Leach was 210 highest ranking? I think I did an injustice to him. It was 110. Sorry. It was Ellis Ferreira's partner is 210 highest ranking. But they hit the ball so well. Their timing's so good. There's a gap. Doesn't necessarily, if you're a good player, doesn't mean you're necessarily a good singles player or a good doubles player for that matter. But they've certainly got the reflexes.
Is there a different mentality for a good doubles player versus a singles player?
I think certainly an awareness and a very willingness to take some action. As we see, great shot from Wayne, putting Leach and Ferreira in trouble yet again. Yes, well done. You see, you get a couple of very good doubles, very good singles players like Woodbridge and Woodford. Now, both have been in the top around top 20 at some stage, have sort of dropped out, and combined, knowing where they have to move, what their partner does and playing percentages, they've become
30 all.
the most successful doubles team of all time. After 30 all. A couple of good serves winning those points, setting up those points. Will not be happy with that. He got the second serve. He got the return that he wanted. He got the response he wanted. Let's see, Kafelnikov missing too many of those. Easy forehands. Oh, that was going a long way out.
It was.
Deuce.
Committed himself, though, Ferreira there, to hitting that ball. Just got caught. So a let off for both teams, and it's back to deuce.
Left. First serve. Advantage Leach.
So there's the hold. Ferreira and Leach able to consolidate the service break to start the third set. They lead 2-love. Again tonight here on USA, beginning at 7:30 Eastern time, it'll be Todd Martin against Thomas Johansson. Two unseeded players remaining. And we'll see how much Todd has left after his remarkable 5-set victory over Carlos Moya. That's kind of cute. Bright sunny day here in New York.
15.
We've seen the sun be a factor a couple times today. There you go, and it's breezy. Rod Safin mentioned that when he spoke with Bill Patrick after his victory over Nicholas Kiefer. So sometimes the swirling wind can cause problems even with Safin's power.
39.
Well, you find in the stadium courts like this that the wind really swirls around. There's no one clear way that it's coming because it really can't get inside this giant stadium. The smaller stadiums creates problems from one way or the other.
49.
I saw that out of the corner of his eye. And you see Ferreira. Oh, one Ferreira volleying down the line, the other one catching him at the corner of his eye.
Ferreira Leach leads.
So on serve on the ace, it's 2-1. Third set. Ellis Ferreira serving at 2-1. Ferreira and Leach are up a break in this third set.
Having problems with these volleys. Ellis Ferreira is making another relatively easy volley mistake. This is the time that Kafelnikov and Ferreira need to press home a bit, make some returns. And what we'll see here is Rick Leach moving around the net more, trying to help his partner out, who's having a bit of a rough patch. You watch him.
Who are the great doubles teams that you played against other than John McEnroe and anybody in the 80s? Or any time?
I never played the Gullies, but the Gullies did very well. Fitzgerald and Schmid, Fitzgerald and Yared. So I didn't play an awful lot of doubles in the middle of my career. I was pretty much injured all the time in the middle of my career.
Letting that go.
Flack and Seguso, Van Rensburg and Annacone. Paul Annacone used to chip charge your first serve in doubles.
Game Ferreira Leach lead 3 games
So
to 1.
3-1 in the third. And if you can't make it to New York for the U.S. Open, you can still bring all the excitement home with officially licensed U.S. Open merchandise. Just log on to usanetwork.com, hit the shop button, select from venue only, hats, tees, polos, and jackets. Check out our exclusive championship collectibles to forever commemorate America's Grand Slam tennis event from usanetwork.com. 15 love.
30 love.
And quickly 30 love. Well, you can grab something to eat, watch some great tennis. This marvelous facility. Ferreira and Kafelnikov hold, but Ferreira and Leach are still up a break.
Evgeny, I mean, he's won 3 Grand Slams, and Wayne is basically kind of a little bit more uncomfortable, I think, than Evgeny playing a big match like this for a Slam title, because Wayne really wants to win a Grand Slam, his first one.
They were facing elimination. They were serving for the match, and they managed to get themselves back in it. That's a good sign.
They sure were. I mean, they were really fortunate to get through that one little spell at 4-5 down, serving for the match, Ricky. And they played extremely well for the next 4 games. And then, you know, they got up that first game of the third, and Evgeny went on and double faulted a couple of times, which isn't really what you want to do in doubles.
What's happened to Evgeny this year in singles? He hasn't done as well as I'm sure he would have liked. How do you assess that?
It's been disappointing for him and myself as well, but you know, after the Australian Open, you know, he kind of downshifted a gear, and it's been a rough road since then. And he's looking forward to the winter, coming up those last 4 or 5 events and the Olympics, and that's his only way he can dig himself out for the rest of the year. I mean, he's going to have a tough time making the final 8, and if he wins a couple events coming down the stretch, he'll do it. But that's what it's going to have to take.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. All right, we'll go back upstairs.
Michael, thank you very much.
And Michael asked Larry if he's still using the magnesium rackets he and I used during our career. He's still kept, from what I gather, he's kept it for about 15 years. The only racket he wants to use.
What's that?
Ask Larry if he's still using the same rackets.
Is he still using the same rackets,
Cashy,
Larry?
you know what I'm talking
That's
about.
from Pat Cash. The magnesium rackets.
Me?
Yeah.
You betcha. I can't use anything else. Could you? That's the only thing I could ever play with. That's what Patrick's got to go back to. It's the magnesium.
You hear that, Pat? Go back to the magnesium.
Okay.
I know he has a closet full of those things. You should ship them to my house if you're not going to use them.
All right, guys.
It's amazing. Guys stick with the rackets they like. I suppose some of the golfers would stick to the same putter, would they? They're out there.
If it's going, let me tell you,
It's working.
talk about a club that defies logic. The flat stick in golf. Guys will do anything to have a solid putter. Overhead winner, men's doubles, Ellis Ferreira and Rick Leach against Wayne Ferreira and Yevgeny Kafelnikov for a spot in the doubles final. And right now, Ferreira and Leach are in control, 40-30, 3-2 in the third set. Oh, it's just out.
Gee. Half in and half out.
What do you mean close? It's right on your line. It's your line. It's your side. You should be able to see that ball.
Well, you heard it yourself. Guys aren't too happy about that. I've got to say, either team would have felt unlucky. The call had gone against them. Tough one to call, that one that's sliding, fading across.
Inconclusive on the replay.
51.
Hey, I want to thank you for a great couple of weeks. Enjoyed working with you.
Oh, now people, see, I haven't got my tie on again. My suit and my tie.
Set a new standard.
My mum was so happy that I was wearing a tie on TV.
Oh, if she only knew.
I got the old T-shirt back on again.
But at least you're not wearing those shorts you were wearing at Wimbledon when you climbed up into the stands. We're all thankful for that. No, but it has been great. You've done a good job, and it's good being with you.
I've had a great time. It's been really enjoyable.
Kafelnikov and Ferreira hold. 4-3 now in the third set. Nearing the end of the match on another spectacular afternoon in New York. Again, Kafelnikov's racket goes flying. Here's why. So, frustration continuing for Yevgeny, and Ferreira and Leach out 30 love as they serve at 4-3 in the third. Ellis Ferreira with his third ace. He has served well. So a point away from 5-3.
Well, that's a good return down the line, just to trying to keep the guy at the net honest. Leach has been trying to help Ferreira out this set after a bad patch he went through, and by hitting the one down the line to say, well, the returner says, you know, you better watch out because I can go down there too. Another good shot from Wayne Ferreira. Keep applying the pressure. You never know what may happen. Oh, so 3 great shots, forehands in a row from Wayne Ferreira. That's why he's that's why he's a former top 10 player. He's currently ranked 20 in the world.
Roberto Ellis Ferreira.
Ellis Ferreira.
Again, Ferreira leads.
There's the hold. And they're a game away.
Ferreira leads lead 5 moves to 3.
5-3. Now it will be up to Yevgeny Kafelnikov to try to stay in the match.
The first point is crucial here. Leach has now got the second serve. If he can prevent it, try and stop from serving the match out.
15 love.
And of course, remember, Leach was serving for the match not that long ago. In the last set, dropped his serve. Other guys had a big run, so he'll be keen to hold on.
$30 love.
30 love. $30-15.
What a beautiful shot.
30 home.
It's good effort. A little skip back and a little flick across court. It's good footwork. Look at that. Just a flick of the elbow.
Such a quick, compact motion.
Very much so. Most doubles players do. Great poach again from that position. Covering almost the 3/4 of the court. It sets up match point for Ellis Ferreira and Rick Leach to get into the final of the US Open.
Deuce.
Not too sure about that call. Big, powerful serve right on the line, skidding through. Oh, and that's what you call a compact backswing. That ball was hit, served right on the line, just like the last point. Leach just took no backswing. The ball flew straight back and hit Ferreira. Another match point.
On the double fault.
2 sets to 1. 6-4. 5-7. 6-3.
Ellis Ferreira and Rick Leach are in the doubles final. Thanking the crowd. Ellis Ferreira, let's take a look at the draw.
Hewitt and Manny, the unseeded pair who've come through, storming through here, beating everybody. Both players in top form, top singles form as well. Meeting the old veterans, Ferreira and Leach. Experience versus enthusiasm.